Good morning, everyone, from beautiful Kauai. We are up in Hanalei Bay, and how fun to welcome you to Caroline's Table today. We have a very important topic we're talking about today. We're talking about women's health, and we started discussing this last week. If you were on, we had a big talk about women's health and hormones and hysterectomies and menopause and perimenopause and all of the things that we go through. I know most of you here are similar in age. I looked at the statistics for my followers on Instagram and Facebook, and most of you are 45 and up. The vast majority of you are 55 and up. So I know I am in the very target demo for exactly what we're talking about today. And it's an important topic. So welcome. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Janet. Aloha. Yes. Vicki, thanks for joining. Amy, I see you guys popping on from all over. Let me tell you, when it came to discussing this supplement and what we're talking about today, when the owner reached out to me, super nice guy, and it's a family business, and he took it over from his dad. I said to him, you know what? I'm sure you have a great product. There's no way I will ever discuss this on camera in front. It's just I can't do that. There's nothing that you could pay me to make me do this. And then I tried the product, and then I had some pretty remarkable results, and I ran out of the samples that he had given me, and I really did not like how my health slipped back in this particular area. And I called him and I said, I feel like I owe it to these women to talk about this. So that's what we're talking about today, guys. We are talking about what happens when your body loses estrogen and all of our hormones that decline during this phase. And that can happen. It happens after you have a baby. Those of you who had any issues with postpartum, your estrogen and your progesterone just drop so fast, and your body goes through a lot of changes. Some people get horrible mood issues. You can have roughness, irritation in the vaginal area. That's usually from lack of hormones. When you go through perimenopause, that's when those hormones start this roller coaster of dipping and surging, and you're just trying to balance that out. Now, then when you go through menopause, that's the steady decline that happens, and then they don't come back. Your body needs estrogen and progesterone and testosterone to function properly. So when you don't have those hormones, that's when you start seeing these horrible symptoms. And in my opinion, these health issues, major health issues that affect 1 billion women on the planet, there are 1 billion of us in perimenopause or menopause, it becomes a punchline. It's like, oh, she's got hot flashes. Oh, she's all dried up. You know what? It's not okay that really serious health issues for women are reduced to a punchline. So today I have partnered with this company who sell these Vitality Pearls, and one of the major symptoms of menopause and perimenopause and postpartum that we get is disruption in our vaginal area. What happens is that our mucosal linings dry up. So hysterectomy also does not help, Robin. True. Your eyes have a mucosal lining. Your nasal cavity has a mucosal lining. Have you noticed, do your eyes drip more? If your eyes dry up, signals your body to produce tears. Is your nasal cavity drippy? You might think you have allergies. Sometimes that can also be lack of estrogen. So, and also the vaginal area becomes dry, irritated, itchy, discomfort, painful intimacy, all the things that just become like, well, that's just part of getting older. Well, that's just part of, no, it doesn't have to be this way. So listen, the best thing you can do to help relieve the symptoms of lack of hormones is to replace your hormones. So I hope you can get to a doctor and get yourself on bioidentical hormone replacement. I talked about this last week. If you want to watch that show, I am using a patch like this for estrogen, and I am using a progesterone supplement. And there is much more access to bioidentical. The patches, Big Pharma has figured out how to distribute bioidentical hormones through the patch. That's the only one my doctor wants to use because she doesn't like the unregulated creams that you get at compounding pharmacies. I used them for years. I never had a problem. But this is how Big Pharma has finally caught up and is making hormones available and accessible to women. Not everyone can take hormones. Not everyone wants to take hormones. Some people who are taking hormones, like me, can still have symptoms. And maybe your doctor doesn't want to give you more hormones. They want you at a certain level. So what happens? Maybe you figured out how to get yourself sleeping. Maybe you figured out how to control your hot flashes. But today we're going to focus on our vaginal health. The vagina needs estrogen, guys. That is what it needs to function. And when it doesn't have it, here's what happens. It's not just a dryness issue. I get irritated when people are constantly, making a joke about, it's not just dryness, the tissue actually deteriorates. So if someone is telling you to just use something slippery to put on top of that, it is not helping you with that tissue actually deteriorating. So this is why you can feel discomfort. This is why it can feel rough. This is why some people have very painful intercourse, which just makes them not want to have it at all. There is a solution. So today I'm going to talk to you about a non-hormonal supplement that I was introduced to. These are the Vitality Pearls from a company called Membracin. If you go to my website, carolinesummers.com, I put the link to the product right there. I told Andy, who's the president of the company, I said, okay, I'm only going to do this. Number one, you have to let my customers have a free month, one free month, because it's not inexpensive. And he said, done, I'll give you a free month. I said, you also need to give them the lowest price possible. And he said, I will give you my lowest subscription price, which is a big discount off of the normal retail price. So when you sign up to get this through my link at carolinesummers.com, you are getting 3 months of these Vitality Pearls. You can see I've been here for 3 days. You take 2 a day. This is a very easy supplement to take. And you're going to get a 3-month supply, and you have a 90-day free trial to try it. If after 90 days you don't feel remarkably better, they will refund your money. And this is a very honest company, and it is important that I share this with you. I did not want to come on this show today and talk about vaginal dryness. I didn't want to. But once I went off of this and realized, oh my God, what I have been putting up with that I didn't even realize was a problem. Because as women, we just put up with it, right? Oh, it's not that bad. Listen, we have solutions now. This is non-hormonal. This remarkable product has been used by over 1 million women worldwide. And let me tell you about this product. It is made from a proprietary patented blend it's called SBA24. It is made from sea buckthorn oil and seeds. You guys might be familiar with sea buckthorn oil because we have used that in many of our skincare products. It's this remarkable plant and berry, and it has naturally occurring omega-3, 6, 7, and 9, all in one remarkable plant. So when he started telling me about this, you guys are, I know. I had to talk to you about it because listen, this has been a remarkable solution for me. So this product, they source their sea buckthorn plant, berries and seeds, only from Europe and the Himalayas. There are some cheap knockoffs that I want to warn you about. Then they take that extract, and it is at a medical grade facility that is actually just outside the Arctic Circle. And the way they process the plant is the reason that you have so many of these incredible active ingredients that actually rebuild your tissue. This is not something slippery that you put on top. It actually rebuilds your tissue, reconstitutes your tissue, reconstitutes your mucosal lining. I am telling you, I was stunned. I didn't want to do this. I did not want to talk about this. I did not want to. I looked at him and I said, oh my God, would you love to have me talk to my audience about this? Because these are your women. These are your women. Blue Flower Queen, definitely ordering. Go to CarolineSummers.com. Heidi said, breaking news from Hawaii. Moisture levels are on the rise. What can I say? You guys, is the papaya here? Is the open papaya too much? I'm telling you, you have to trust me on this one. We put up with stuff as women. Do you take the pearls in place of vaginal estrogen? Can you take both? Both. I take this estrogen and progesterone every day, and I take 2 of these every night. Watch out for fake copycat versions of this. This company has been so successful. Again, over 1 million women have been helped by this brand. But this is the patented version of sea buckthorn oil. If you are taking, or if you've seen advertisements from another company, you know what they've done? It's so nasty. This company has been so successful. It's called Membracin. This is the company. You're going to look for this on my website, CarolineSummers.com. You're going to use the promo code Caroline. There's a free gift. There's a free month. I'm getting to all of it. But beware of copycats. There's another company that sources cheap sea buckthorn oil from China, and they have taken the claims that Membracin has done. You guys, this is clinically studied. You know how all the doctors say, well, we don't know what you're getting in that supplement. We don't know what you're getting. This ingredient has been clinically tested, and the results are phenomenal. Rita, can you take these if you had estrogen positive cancer and currently taking anastrozole? You should ask your doctor, but my understanding is yes. There is no problem taking, this is completely non-hormonal. This is a plant. Marie Josie, go to CarolineSummers.com. You guys will see right on the homepage. Bruce just posted the link. CarolineSummers.com. There's an ad for it. You'll see the orange berries and click to get your free month. It's going to take you to their website. You can read all about the ingredients. Let me tell you what happened with this clinical study that they did at the University of Turku in Finland. 12-week clinical protocol. 92% of the participants reported increased vaginal moisture. Yay, vaginal moisture. Yeah, we're talking about it. We have to. You guys, who is going to talk to you about this if not me? We have to talk about this. 79% reported increased comfort during intimacy. And I'm going to tell you, it's not just increased comfort, guys. It's also increased stimulation. You bring those tissues back, listen, everything gets better. But listen, this isn't just about your sexual health. This is just for you to be comfortable in your own skin. 86% reported reduced irritation or itching. Carol Shook, what have I missed? We're talking about vaginal health, Carol. And I have this incredible supplement from a company called Membracin. These are Vitality Pearls. It is non-hormonal. It is soy-free. This is clinically tested to really help improve your vaginal health. This is the life-giving organ that we use to perpetuate the species. We have got to address this. So Robin, she's said, thank you for addressing hormonal positive breast cancer. I'm a survivor and I'm excited to look into this. It's miserable. You are so amazing to us. Robin, this is why I felt I felt like it was up to me to do the uncomfortable thing. So I want to tell you a story. The very dear family friend, she's about 20 years older than I am. And we spend a lot of holidays together. And forgive me because I'm going to use a vulgar term, but it's a quote and a couple of you will be offended. But so we're sharing a wonderful holiday together. And I said, how have you been? What's going on? And she said, well, I tell you, this aging thing is not for sissies, as Suzanne would say. She said, I looked at my partner and I said, my pussy's broken. It's like, wow. Okay, so 20 years later, I understood what she meant. All of a sudden, you get to a point and you're like, what is happening? What is happening? How long has it been tested? The testing was done, the clinical testing was done in 2016. But this product has been sold, over 1 million people have used this since the 1990s. Listen, if I'll call it a kitty, if your kitty is broken, rough, irritated, painful intimacy, you guys, we should not be, you can't just use lube or oil. That's the thing. This is fixing it from the inside. So if you have deteriorated tissue, it's not just, see, this is why, like, how much of this am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about it. This is what I'm here for. Not everyone, I didn't recognize my symptoms as dryness. That wasn't my issue. But every time I would go to the doctor and I would say, something's not feeling right and, this has become difficult sexually, they'd try to give me a little more estrogen, didn't work. It wasn't a lubricant issue for me, so that was not the issue. Then my girlfriend, one of my best friends, said her pee was broken. You know how it is. And she got a diagnosis from the doctor, and she said, I have vaginal atrophy. What the F? Vaginal atrophy? What are we, petrified wood? Like, what is going? Yes, Lizzie, vaginal atrophy. So I went into the doctor and I was like, okay, can we talk about this? What? She was like, yeah, you have vaginal atrophy. I was like, but I didn't know because it wasn't dry. There are a lot of different ways that lack of estrogen can break down the tissue in the vaginal area. Oh my God, you guys, you have to pee all the time. I am a camel. I am a person who doesn't have to pee. Bruce was always the one who had to pee before I did. But in that same area, when the tissue dries up, when the tissue deteriorates, all of a sudden you feel like you have to pee all the time. Guess what? You get more UTIs. I have two best friends, both of their mothers have chronic UTIs. You know why? It's lack of estrogen, guys. This whole area needs estrogen. So get yourself some estrogen, get yourself some progesterone. But if you can't take that, if you don't want to take it, or if you still need something, this, Membracin. This is on my website, CarolineSummers.com. Karen said, they keep telling me vaginitis, etc., prescription of estrogen cream, not working. Karen, please try this product. Go to CarolineSummers.com. You get a 3-month subscription. Your first month is free. You can try this for 90 days. If you don't like it or if it doesn't work for you, you can get a full refund. I promise you, they're also giving you not just the free month, there is also a free intimacy cream. So if you want something for the inside, for the outside and the inside, Francesca says she gets up to pee 10 times a night. It's because your tissue has deteriorated. What about estradiol vaginal cream? I tried that, Lisa, And for me, it was not enough. I'm on your website. I don't see it posted. Tar Heel, CarolineSummers.com. It's right at the top. Bruce, will you post the link again, honey? I love that this is all natural. I hope it helps with my UTIs. Guys, I'm telling you, the bladder health, the vaginal health, your own comfort to be in your own skin. Listen, there are a lot of you watching right now. There are 68 million women in the United States right now who are dealing with this issue. And we get flicked away like, oh, it's just part of aging. Oh, it's just part of aging. No, you do not have to put up with this. This right here is a solution for me. Now, the clinical trial, Caroline, can you help? It added the cream, but it was not free. Stacy, did you go through my website at CarolineSummers.com? It will be free when you click through. Sue Ann, I am in Kauai. This is Hanalei Bay. It's beautiful. D-Manos for UTI is the best. D-Manos is great for a UTI, but wouldn't it be even better not to get one? How about not getting one? Let's help prevent some of those issues with this easy, incredible supplement. Can you use this if you are on other medications? Yes, this is a supplement, guys. It is a proprietary extraction process that is used on sea buckthorn berries and oil. But, you know, the big difference is that it's a pharmaceutical grade, supercritical CO2 extraction. So you get these clinically studied ingredients only from this proprietary blend, because this isn't like someone's going out and picking berries and putting it in a pot and inserting it into these capsules. They are making sure with the extraction process that you get a pharmaceutical grade solution that has all the best active ingredients of this remarkable plant. And I'm telling you, there's no way to appreciate the magic of nature more than here in Hawaii. And Patty, you go to CarolineSummers.com. All the information is there for you. Andy, can you check? Some people are saying that the cream was not free. So can you check that on the checkout, Andy, and let me know if that's an issue. Now, listen, truth be told, I never used the cream. That is the free gift. I just used this, and I noticed results very quickly. But in the clinical study, it was 3 months. So that's why we're letting you try this for 3 months. Mel is ordering. Great. Please try this, you guys. I'm telling you, this is wonderful. So this, you just take 2 of these pills. Sue Ann, you go to CarolineSummers.com. Yes, the cream is free. It's on a bullet point in the product listing. Okay, great. Your site takes me to that web page. Is that correct? Yes. You just have to start on my site, because that's how they know that I sent you. You start on my site, it clicks through to there, and that way they go, oh, this is one of Caroline's ladies. And I know a lot of you are Suzanne's ladies and have been listening to her hormone advice for years. Blue Flower just ordered and subscribed. Very easy process. Randy, the code is Caroline, and you can put that in again, just so they know that you came from me. You know, listen, this is an important issue for women, and I want to answer any questions that you have. Bladder health is definitely affected by menopause. I was glad to finally find a doctor who took me seriously. You guys, I used to be the one who was cold, and I used to be the one who never had to pee. Guess what has happened now? In my marriage, my husband is the one who's going, God, it's cold in here. I'm like, no, it's not. And I'm the one who has to pee, but not anymore since I started taking this supplement. I had no idea. Nancy said, I'm going to break both legs to get to that site and order this. Yes. Dee said to Canada, yes. I'm 73. They want to put me on hormones. I'm not comfortable at my age. Joy, that's a decision for you and your doctor. I have found them to be incredibly life-saving. But for the symptoms that we're talking about, please try this as well. Thank you for talking about this. You guys, I really appreciate the support there, because literally I used this for 3 months. I had this remarkable result. And then I stopped taking it. And I had already told Andy, I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to talk about vaginal health. You know, I'm a food content creator, women's health. I don't think I want to talk about vaginal health. And I stopped using it. And then a month went by and the symptoms started to come back. And once you know the difference, it's hard to be without. Yes, you can use it with estradiol cream. I'm using a red light therapy device, may not cure atrophy, but it does support it though. You know, I saw, this is one of the reasons I decided that I could talk about vaginal health, because Halle Berry is out there talking about vaginal health. She uses, it is a red light wand. It's like $400. That's an option. This is a lot easier. This is that's it, these 2 little pills. And it has made a remarkable difference in my overall comfort level. I don't have to pee all the time. You know, when you are having sex, you shouldn't be making this face. No, it's okay. It's okay. Why, as women, do we put up with so much pain? And just like, I'm fine. No. What time of day do you take them? Doesn't matter. Once a day. Yes, Lulu, this solution is easier and it is clinically tested. Clinically tested, guys. 12-week study. And if it doesn't work, you take your money back. I'm telling you, they are so confident in this product. He said when people go on this, that he has so many statistics about how when people go off of it, they come right back. They come right back. So glad you changed your mind. Robin, I changed my mind because of you guys. I am like, my followers, you guys are, I see the statistics. 80% of you are 55 and up. I know you need this product. And I really felt like it was not fair for me not to share it. Tori, you won't see, or did you go through my website? Because the deal will be a 3-month supply. Your first month is free. You'll get the free moisture cream. And so the code is just to let them know that you came through me. I was on hormones for 45 years and a young 74. My doctors took me off and I've been bad ever since. Why did they take you off, Deborah? I would go see another doctor. Aurora Reese, you go to carolinesummers.com. And, you know, again, I'm 61. I cringe during sex because of being sore. Pam, you're weeks away. You are weeks away from feeling so much better. Non-hormonal, non-drug, vegan. This is a supplement that comes from one of nature's most miraculous plants. It is called the sea buckthorn plant and berry. This company takes the seeds and the berry, and they are extracted through a medical grade process with a CO2 extraction that keeps the vital nutrients intact. You end up with omega-3, 6, 7, and 9. It actually rebuilds the mucosal linings in your body. Your eyes, your nasal cavity, your vaginal health. This is what we are doing here. It is completely natural, but it is not the same. It is not the same as copycat products that say sea buckthorn oil that are using a cheap version from China. You have to get this one because this is a patented and proprietary product. You guys know it's about the extraction process. It's not just about, it is not just about the ingredient. I'm not sitting here in Kauai with a pot and stirring this. So again, this is what we're, you don't have to, the cream is already in the order, guys. You don't have to add the cream. It's already in the order. So you can check that out. Andy, some people are getting confused about the cream. If you can comment back to KLC Noni on Instagram. What is the shelf life? Andy, can you answer that too? Do you know if it may help with dry eyes? I asked him about that because I do get drippy, dry eyes. And he said that it does help with dry eyes. I don't think that that has been, oh, you did do 2 clinical studies done on dry eyes. Great. Okay. So many of us with the drippy, dry eyes. And you want to know what's interesting? When I went off of this, I was having some irritation in my eye, and I felt like I had like a contact in there or something. And I went to, and then I tried flushing it, and then I probably irritated something. And I went to my doctor, my eye doctor, and he said you have a slight abrasion on the whites of your eye, and he said this can happen when your eyes are dry. And I said, oh, can this happen from hormone fluctuation? And he said, absolutely. And he said, your tears have 3 elements. Your tears have oil, water, and mucus. During changes in estrogen, just had a hysterectomy, you lose the mucus in your tears. So he said, when your eyes are dry, when they tear, it's only water. You're not getting the oil or the mucus, which is what gives you that healing process in the tear. So again, lack of estrogen. Estrogen makes our bodies run. This is a fact. So when you don't have that estrogen, it is very difficult to have normal, functional health. And our health as women is not a punchline. It's not. So Jenny, you buy it at carolinesummers.com. You'll see the link right at the top of my homepage. You click on it and it will take you through to the site. When you click through from my site, if you click on that, you are going to get a 3-month supply. Your first month is free, so you don't have to pay for the first month. You're also getting a free moisture cream. You don't have to add the cream that's already in there. And you can try this for 90 days. And after 90 days, if you don't have remarkable results, and I'm looking at the clinical studies, I see 92% of people had a benefit. You can get your money back. And this guy is super, super honest. I would not do this. I would never send you guys somewhere unless I felt like I really trusted this partner. I really trust this partner. I'm trying to look at your questions here. I had a complete hysterectomy done 15 years ago. No HRT for 10 years. Too late for this? No, Robin. It's not. Jan, you go to carolinesummers.com. Membrason, I was miserable at first with dry, itchy eyes, lids, and no diagnosis. Became consistent allergies. Sorry, I'm trying to read it. When it calmed down, I couldn't take my hands off rubbing my eyes. This is much needed as I use dry eyes in my experience over the insane itchiness. I was sure it was hormonal, but had zero help from doctors. Why are we not talking about all of the incredible effects that happen to our bodies when we don't have enough estrogen? Christy, I had severe atrophy and I can't take hormones. 14 UTIs in 5 months. No joke. Oh my God. I did get help, but I will get these for sure. Christy, you guys, the bladder needs estrogen. If you don't have enough estrogen or you can't take hormones, take this product. It's at carolinesummers.com.
Cindy just asked a couple times, what are we talking about? You might want to recap.
Okay. I'm talking today about a supplement called Membracin. This is what the box looks like. You find this at carolinesummers.com. This is a supplement made of sea buckthorn oil. It is the berries and the plant, and it's a proprietary extract that is extracted in a medical grade facility so that the entire nutrients of this unbelievable plant that can help reconstitute the mucosal lining in your eyes, in your nasal cavity, and in your vaginal and bladder area. Listen, guys, it's just science. This is actually science. Andy was telling me, okay, vaginal atrophy, that's one thing they call it when you don't have enough estrogen. But they also call this syndrome that women are going through GSM, which stands for genitourinary syndrome of menopause, which can affect vaginal, urinary, and sexual symptoms. What are we usually told? Normal when you get older. Oh, well, that's normal when you get older. Yeah, that can happen when you get older. F that. Let's have a solution. So we do have a hormone solution. And please, I hope you are able to get yourself balanced by putting back what your body is no longer making. We're not making estrogen. We're not making progesterone. We're not making enough testosterone or DHEA. That's something you figure out with a doctor. This, you don't need a prescription for. You can take this with hormones. You can take this without hormones. You can take this with other medications. This is such an important product. It is at carolinesummers.com. You just click right through. It says get your first month free. Click that button. It's going to take you into their site. That way they will know I sent you. Get yourself on this supplement. You get a free month. I noticed a difference within the first couple of weeks, but the clinical study was done for 3 months. So they're going to let you try this for 3 months. You get a 90-day money-back guarantee. You literally have nothing to lose. I had remarkable results. Have you heard of the Mona Lisa procedure performed by urologists? I have. I don't know a lot about it, but I see signs for it. I get a lot of postnasal drip in the mornings upon awakening. Now that I think of it, it started to happen around menopause. It could be from a lack of estrogen. It could be from a lack of mucosal lining that is normal in your nasal cavity. Guess what else has been? My hip, since I had that hysterectomy, and it's hormone related. I know it's estrogen related. Guess what's hurting less? This is anecdotal. This is not anything that he has told me that they have studied with Membracin. So I'm just going to say for me, I am taking my joint supplements. I am also feeling better and exercising the same when I'm taking this. Would that help the mucosal lining of the gut as well? I don't know if it helps gut mucosal lining. Andy, can you let me know that? It does help with dry eyes, Vicki. Because again, if we're taking something internally that is helping to rebuild the mucosal lining, this isn't some topical lubricant that's going to help you in the moment, but not actually make you feel better. And let me tell you, it's still not great to have, if you're someone who, if the tissue has dried up, you put something on top of that, it's still not great. It may be tolerable, but it's not great. It can be great again. It can actually be great. And when you plump up tissue that has lost its health, I am absolutely amazed. I didn't know I needed this product. I didn't know how much I needed it, but I really did. And I'm super grateful to this company. And that is the only reason that I am here today, because I felt a responsibility to share it for you. So Andy, can you please help with this cream issue? A lot of people are saying they're getting charged for the cream. It won't take the cream offer code, only Caroline's discount. The cream is already in there, guys. So I'm not sure what we're experiencing here, but I know when you get this order, you're going to get 3 months of this, and you're going to get the cream, and you're only going to pay for 2 months of this, and you get the 90-day money-back guarantee. So a lot of you saying, you have dry eyes. I work for an ophthalmologist who used to say, another hormone thrill women get to endure. Lack of hormone equals dry eyes. He was ahead of his time. I'm so glad someone is actually talking about it. That's amazing. What if you take Synthroid? There's no problem taking, I take a supplement also for thyroid, no problem taking that. Tar Heel just ordered, amazing. Have there been any side effects? Yes. Better comfort, better moisture, better sex, better health, less dry eyes. Those are the side effects. This is a beautiful natural solution, an unbelievably great natural solution. How long will you keep this link up? I'm not ready to purchase today. Probably a month. Listen, you guys know I'm really a food content creator. I do products for women's health and beauty. And so this is where when I find something that I feel really passionate about, I'm going to share it. And so this is a sponsored partnership that I am sharing with you. My sister had 25 frequent UTIs, chronic unexplained burning, frequent urination. Is this an option for her? Daddy-O, yes, please have her try it. I can't guarantee that it's going to be a solution for her, but if she is at perimenopausal or menopausal age, yes, that's where we're going. Okay, so they had a little bug in the system, but Andy said they adjusted the discount. So it is the same cost. It's $85 total for 3 months of the Vitality Pearls, the free cream, and free shipping. So if you had any issue with that, they will fix it for you. Where can we find to purchase it? Jan, go to carolinesummers.com. I put the link right at the top of my homepage. Just click Get You My Free Month. And then it's going to take you to their site. You can learn all about this product. You're going to learn all about the amazing benefits. Don't use a copycat product. The copycatters saw what success this company was having. Over 1 million women have been helped by this around the world. And they copied their claims, but they're using a cheap oil from China that does not have the clinical science ingredients that this ingredient does. So this was a 12-week clinical study that was done in Finland, and the results were remarkable. 92% of women who took this reported increased vaginal moisture. 86% reported reduced irritation and itching, and 79% increased comfort during intimacy. It's not just about sex. It is not just about, it is about you being comfortable yourself. I mean, I think of it like if you have a cat. If everything's normal with your cat, like, she's fine. She just does her thing. She comes and goes as she wants. You pet her, she purrs. But if something's wrong, if your cat starts itching, or if your cat just is irritated, or if your cat is screeching while she's mating, like, you would go take care of your cat. You would go take your cat to the vet and see what was wrong. These are not symptoms that you should just be like, this is normal. There are solutions, and this is one of the best solutions ever. So that's why we're here and talking about it. What is the product? I just got in here, Cindy. It's called Membracin, and it is a supplement made from sea buckthorn oil, a proprietary version of it called SBA24, and it helps to rebuild the mucosal linings that we lose when we have drops in estrogen. So our eyes get dry, our nasal cavity gets dry, and our vaginal hair area gets dry. So it helps to reconstitute that mucosal lining, and it actually helps to rebuild the tissue. So this isn't just a something slippery that you're putting on top of tissue. It is actually rebuilding and making that tissue healthy again with one of nature's most unbelievable solutions. Tracy Parson ordered, amazing. Can I take it along with using my estrogen patch? Absolutely. That's what I do. I use I have a bioidentical estrogen patch and my micronized progesterone, and I use that. It wasn't enough for me to get rid of that symptom. How do you find this product? You go to CarolineSummers.com, and the link is right on the homepage for you. Jan, did you find it? I requested a hormone panel after Suzanne recommended to do that, and they told me I was way postmenopausal with a chuckle and absolutely no mention of treatment. That was 3 years ago. That's BS. Go to a different doctor. Mel, you can start hormones at any age. How long will it be on sale? You guys, this is a limited time thing. I'm a food content creator, but of course I'm always interested in women's health. I'm always interested to bring you something. So go to my website and get this as soon as you can. I will leave the link up for a bit because I know some of you will see this after the fact. Yes, you can use it with your hormones. Sorry, is the amount for 3 months or only 1 month? Pam, it's for 3 months. The first month is free, and the other 2 months, he gave you the most discounted price that they have, and a free cream. Okay, TLC Noni. Oh, she tried one more time. She got it. Amazing, Christine. Amazing. Rachel said, I'm just joining. I didn't know you had a hysterectomy. Yes, I talked about that last week on the show. So if you watch that show, you'll see what led up to that. And I'm finding my way with it. You guys, this is a big thing. This is a major organ in the female body. And there are 68 million women who are dealing with this lack of hormones and the actual nightmare symptoms that go with it. So please do yourself a favor and try this product. I'm going to answer a few more questions. Isla Jean, that's exactly where you're going to order it, Isla, is through my link takes you right to their site. So that's just how they know you came from me. Where is it? I don't see it on the website. CarolineSummers.com. You'll see it right at the top. You'll see the picture of the berries. And these are the Vitality Pearls. Do we have to hit the subscribe and save? You do subscribe for 3 months. That's how you get the first month free, and you get the free gift, and you get free shipping. You try it for 90 days because that's how long the clinical study was. And if you don't get results, you get a 100% money back guarantee. What do you take for thyroid? I take a bioidentical thyroid that is prescribed by my doctor. Mine is called Armor. I don't take the synthetic one. Please repeat the name of the product. Membracin. And you find it at CarolineSummers.com. Andy, I have a friend who's trying to order here who says that they don't deliver to Canada. Can you let me know? Because I know he covers Canada. We have to band together. We do. We have to share information. I don't have all the information. You guys have given me a ton of information. But when I get good information, I'm going to share it with you. I'm not saying you should do this. I'm just saying I tried this. It was incredibly helpful for me. It has everything that I want, which is a natural solution that's clinically tested. They've done the research. It's very high quality, and they have the testimonials. Look at their site. I mean, you can see. Any part of the body with mucosal lining will benefit. Yes. Ann Martin said, I had a UTI, and after meds, I still felt like I had it. Retested, no UTI. My doctor said, go to my gynecologist. I may need a topical vaginal cream. I'm sure that would be helpful. In addition, you can also use this supplement. You can use it together with your hormone protocol, or you can use it in place of hormone protocol. So many of you can't take hormones. So I'm happy to see. How big are the capsules? Not very big. Look at this. There's my fingernail. Small. Easy supplement to swallow. Did you all hit the subscribe button on the link? Yes, you hit the subscribe. Carolyn said, I just ordered. I can't wait to feel like myself again. Oh, that makes me want to cry. Okay, that is the reason that I am here. It was so funny. On my Instagram, I just had this guy follow me from high school, like someone that did I even date him? I don't even think we dated, but he just followed me. I was like, Jesus Christ. The first thing I post is going to be about vaginal health. My God. I'm doing it for you guys. Hi, Phil. It's okay. This is what we have to do. We have to share information. My sister is 25. Is she too young to try? No, she is not. Young women can also have disruptions in that area because there's so many things that are disrupting our hormones. You know what else is a disruption? Acne medications. There are many acne medications that act as diuretics, and they suck the moisture out of a lot of areas. So there are young women. And again, this is a supplement. This comes from one of nature's most magical plants. It's called the sea buckthorn plant. The sea buckthorn berry has omega-3, 6, 7, and 9 essential fatty acids. But it has to be extracted in a way that we can benefit from those incredible nutrients. And that's why this company has a proprietary and patented way that they extract this. It's in a medical grade facility, and it's just outside the Arctic Circle. And they extract it with this very careful CO2 process so you get all the benefits that are in this miraculous plant that comes from nature. We love things from nature. Can it be taken with testosterone cream? Absolutely. Pam, I'm gonna help you after the show. Okay, everyone is saying that whatever the bug was, it's working now. Trisha, you go to carolinesummers.com and the advertisement is right at the top of the page. Click on the Get Your Free Month and it's gonna take you to their site. How long have you been on them? I went on for 3 months. I went off for about 6 weeks and was like, oh God. And that's when I called back and I said, okay, I'm a believer. I am absolutely a believer. Stop putting your own health last on everyone's list. You take care of everyone else in your life who has any kind of an issue. You problem solve for them. Well, maybe it's this, maybe it's this. I'll take you to this doctor. And you don't put yourself first. This is something easy that you can do for yourself. And I have had a remarkable benefit. Any plans for beauty products? I have a little something in the works, but that's going to take some time. Robin said, I'm grateful for you. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your stay on my favorite island. Andy, is it free shipping to Canada as well, or is the free shipping only in the United States? Can you text me that? I can't imagine you're doing this on your vacation. Well, I mean, I'm in Hawaii. I'm in one of the most lush, wonderful places on the planet, and we are about to go hike in the nature reserve to a secret beach and waterfall, but I had to come help you here first. So Jolene said I had a radical hysterectomy after chemo treatments, and it is so hard to recover after. Yes, I feel for you. My gynecologist said no hormones since I've already been through menopause. Jolene, please try this. Please try this. For Canada, okay, so for Canada, they want you to go to support@elanu.com, and they will make sure that you Canadians are taken care of. Support@elanu.com, and just use my promo code, and they'll know that I sent you. Oh, is it .com or .ca? Okay. Oh, the email is to support@elanu.com. Okay, so Pamela, I hope you got that information. Okay, you guys, that's our show. I know you're going to have questions. I'm going to be a little off the grid today because I'm going up into these mountains to go hike and go see a beautiful waterfall and a beautiful beach. And I really appreciate you spending this time with me. I hope this was helpful to you. I share solutions. This has been an incredible solution for a problem I didn't even know I had. That is how typical it is for us to just put up with, like, oh, I guess this is just what it is now. Don't put up with it. Go help yourself today. And again, the information is at carolinesummers.com. I also have something exciting. On Thursday, you guys know that's normally Caroline's Table when I do my cooking show, but I am in Hawaii, and one of my followers reached out, and she makes the gelato and the shaved ice that they sell many, many places on the island. So she invited us to come to her store. We are going to be live from her store in Kauai, and we're going to taste all of her gelato and sorbet. We're so excited. So that's going to be our show on Thursday. I might have to do it an hour early, but I will post it because we are hopping over to another island for a wedding. Thank you for joining me. Love you guys. Go to my site. Check it out. It's carolinesummers.com. Love you. Bye.